Hey, welcome back. This is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. And before the break, we were having way too much fun talking about, mental calisthenics and what you have to do to get your mind, to get your body moving. And
so that was the mental fun part of the show,
that was the
right?
mental part of the fun.
Okay, good. I had to clarify that.
Yeah, and it's all about, you acknowledging the fact that your mind runs your body. How you think runs your body. If you're overweight, there's something going on in your mind that's causing you to be overweight, causing you to eat, or cause you to eat and not exercise. So there's all kinds of things like that. Yet, your mental and emotional stress, for example, has a clearly negative effect on you physically. So if you're running around all tensed up and upset and weirded out and negative and you have depression and anxiety and fatigue, I mean, my gosh, think what that does to your body physically, all right? You can have impaired heart functions, you have stomach upsets, even peptic ulcers, bleeding ulcers. I mean, that's starting to happen in kids now, under 10 years old, where they're obese and have ulcers. Can you believe that? 10 years old and under. All right, and you have backaches and muscular aches and pains. Now, I got to tell you, I know that one real well. When my stomach was, shall we say, protruding out there to the max, my lower back was so stretched I could barely stand up very long. Or when I'd get up in the morning, I could barely stand up straight. All right. When you're overweight, you have a weakened immune system. There's all kinds of things that go on with your body having to heal itself. You have skin disorders. That's what stress causes. All right. And then there's the stress that causes the physical kind of hypochondriac feeling where you're looking for some reason not to do something about your physical well-being. It's called the land of I can't because, So, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, the good news is that physical well-being is known to help diminish stress. Now, think about this. If all you have to do to have a better life is to feel better, and all you have to do to feel better is to take a walk. I'll let that sink in a minute, okay? That was really simple. And for some of you out there that need to hear this, make it more difficult, okay? If you're standing in your office right now, just stand on one foot, put your hand over one eye, and hear what I'm going to say now, okay? Getting physically fit is easy. The payoffs are you have a happier life, you have less skin disorders, you have a strengthened immune system, you have no more backaches, and you're not ulcer-ridden. Okay, now put your other foot down and take your hand out from your eye and go back to work. Now,
that's the physical fun part of the show.
That's the physical fun part. What I want you to get, ladies and gentlemen, and you can hear I'm so excited about this, is that life can be as much as, can be as great as you choose to participate in it, all right? If you choose to sit down and think about it all the time, your body's going to atrophy. And if your body atrophies, you're going to get depressed. And if you get depressed, your body's going to atrophy and you get depressed even more. So it's a downward spiral. All you have to do is get up and move. Now, if I've also got a handout that I give you if you go to my website or send me your email address. Send it to Clay Nelson Clay at claynelsonlifebalance.com and ask for the walking handout I've got about how to very carefully just get out and go for a walk and how not to hurt yourself and how to look for the curb before you step off and don't walk out in front of a truck. I mean, that'll stop all that real quick. So it's all about getting straight around being committed to the mindset that you need to have your life work. And it starts with being healthy, all right? Physical well-being and mental well-being. We've talked about how it's pretty obvious that physical fitness has a positive impact on our brains, okay? Physical well-being has a positive impact on our brains. Anyone who has ever exercised on a regular basis can be a witness to that fact. I mean, that's the truth. That's where we're at. So the endorphins from exercise make us feel happier. Now, endorphins are a form of naturally occurring happy drugs, all right, that make you feel better when you're exercising. I got to tell you, when I'm pumping iron, where I'm running the stairs over at the stadium, I'm sweating my brains out, breathing hard, wondering if I'm going to live another stair, but I'm just pumped up, ready to go. Let's go. I'm 63 years old, thinking about I'm 20. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it is. Feeling good is addictive, okay? It's the most acceptable, good type addiction there is. It's like love, Whoa, Susan. Oh, I'm on the radio. Sorry. Anyway.
It's good. Love is a commitment. And Stanley here sent an email, and he had a question, too. He said, I've heard you talk a lot about commitment, and I seem to be really committed until the donuts show up on the conference room table. What things do you do, Clay, to get past those types of temptations?
Okay, straight talk is there was a time when the donuts showed up when I just asked the donuts to be covered just so I couldn't see them. Now, because I'm so totally cool and I'm 63 years old, I can be with a box of donuts and not grab one, okay? And I've gotten to a place in my life where I allow myself to have some treats. Like if the donuts are there, I'll eat a half a donut, but I know my mind automatically goes, okay, tomorrow morning you're going to have to get up 15 minutes earlier and you're going to have to burn that donut off. So it's all about commitment, a mental commitment to good health. And then there's the physical, like, you know, what do I have to do to burn off that many extra calories? And that's how we do it. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah, it works out great. So it's all about having a balance that you're committed to. So, you know, what's better? Absolutely, what could be better than the feeling you have that you're in charge of your life? A donut doesn't cause you to lose, you know, the fact that you're in charge of your life, okay? You have a say in how your life turns out. You are it. And that means you can't. Like on Friday nights, that's my night with Susan and my butter-covered popcorn, right, Susan?
Yes.
My doc's telling me, you got to quit everything, no chocolate, no, and you can't eat popcorn. I went, wrong. So I set up my physical training so I could have the popcorn, right, Susan?
Yes, you did.
So, and I've lost 100-plus pounds. I eat the popcorn. And you know what? Now it's getting to a place where I don't really want as much popcorn as I used to eat.
Well, it used to be almost every night. Now it's down to one night a week.
Yeah. Yeah, so think about this. So I was back to where I was about exercise. The payoff of exercise, endorphins make you feel better. We feel better about ourselves because our bodies feels good. You know, a lot of people go out and exercise and they don't stretch afterwards. They don't get a massage. They don't get the lactic acid moved around. All right, and they go out and exercise, and 2 days later they have polio. They can't walk. There's so much pain they can't move, and they go, okay, I'm never doing that again. Well, you have to exercise through the pain, and you have to make sure that you stop before you over-exercise and get too much pain, you know, built up. So it's all about being present, having a plan, making sure you don't hurt yourself. Now, think about this. If you were well exercised, you know, it's been proven that the decision-making and problem-solving ability of the human mind is much better when it's clear. Exercise causes a clear mind, all right? You're better able to deal with stress with exercise. You can get out, and quite frankly, all the stress doesn't come from a foggy mind. The resolve to any stress comes from a clear mind, all right? All of this, and not just because of the way we look, but, you know, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, you want to see not so much, you know, what weight you are, but how you feel about who you are. And if you don't like what you see, change it. And how do you do that? You have balance between your mind and your body. Pretty darn cool, huh? Not bad, huh? Pretty easy, huh? Wrong.
There's another good quote here, being the quote master that I am today.
Yeah.
Hans Selye, who says that adopting the right attitude can convert a negative stress into a positive one.
Absolutely.
Just like you were saying.
Like I asked Susan on the way down here, I said, you know, I've got some things and problems in my life that I just keep thinking about, and they're just going to do what they do. I really don't have any power to change them. So how come I keep forcing myself to think about the outcome, usually negative, like they're not going to do it, they're not going to pay it, they're not going to show up. And Susan goes, Clay, I go, what? Says, you just worked out for an hour and 20 minutes, right? So how do you feel? I said, I feel great. She goes, well, why are you thinking these thoughts? I said, I don't know. She says, stop it. I went, okay. That's called team. Got it? Got it? So look, nobody's above feeling less than they should feel, all right? Nobody's above it. So you have to put people around you, a team around you, a group of folks that you allow to hold you accountable. You know, like when you don't want to go for a walk, when you don't want to exercise, or when you're eating what you shouldn't be eating, they have permission to say, hey, you really want to eat that? Or come on, let's go. Or are you out there? Are you walking? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? What do you think? Yeah. Okay, geez, I got to go on another break, and I'm going to go exercise on this break because I'm getting kind of too much fun. I got to get rid of the stress from so much fun. This is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. When we get back, we're going to have a lot of mental fun. So get on back here.